Sampling Yvonne's music. That's Yvonne Uzande, who is based in Canada, and she is now live with me. But before I unmute her, this song, as it plays out, I'm going to play a second song. And the play this one in the background, and this one is a second song. And as soon as this song is done, I'm going to introduce her and bring her live onto After 5 Radio.
You take my breath away, my all in all, my forever. Only one. You begin mambo tawanana iweneni dinokuda, my darling. You're the one God made for me, and I love you, baby. I love you, ninokudane moyo wangu wose, ninokuda. Yes, I love you, baby. I love you, ninokudane moyo wangu wose, ninokuda.
Playing out that amazing song, and she is now with us, ladies and gentlemen. And as we always do it, right here on After 5 Radio, and most importantly on Reckless Verses, we welcome all of our guests with a big round of applause. Well, hello, Yvonne. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh, yes, I can hear you loud and clear. And thank you so much for tuning all the way from Canada. Now, tell us, it turns out Canada is a very big country, kind of like a continent.
Yeah, it's quite big.
Where are you calling in from?
I'm in a province called Alberta, and my city is Red Deer. It's a small city. Most people know Calgary or Edmonton.
Right.
So it's in between the two cities of Calgary and Edmonton.
So we have a regular caller who always tunes in, and her name is Nyasha, and she's based in Toronto. That's how you guys pronounce it, isn't it?
Oh, yes. You got it.
How far are you from Toronto?
I'm 4 hours plane ride.
4 hours. That's a flight to Johannesburg is about 1:45. That's a flight to and from Johannesburg. That gives us 30 minutes, and straight through to to Lusaka, Zambia. That's quite far.
Yeah, that is far.
Oh my gosh. And so Yvonne Wimbanashe Uzande Tinokugamchira Nemufaro. When was the last time you spoke in Shona?
I mean, we speak Shona every day. It's not that Shona.
Well, tell us how are you doing? How is it? Are you excited to be on After 5 Radio?
I am super stoked, super excited. I can't wait to be on the show with you and just to share a little bit of my heart and soul with everybody.
Fantastic. So the song that we played first, what is that song called?
It's called Nuno Ziva. And it's basically just a song declaring that, God, everything about me. You just understand every single aspect of my life, and I just commit everything to you. So that's what that song is about.
I'm sorry to say this, but I have to, because this is it. We are After 5 Radio, and on Reckless Verses, we do things like this, but you sound quite emotional there, Yvonne.
Yeah, because it's a song that evokes a lot of emotion for me, because I was going through a difficult time, and I wrote that to kind of comfort myself and to inspire myself to remain positive.
Well, just to let you know, I was just talking. I don't know if you tuned in earlier, but I've had a bad 2 days. Firstly, yesterday one of our employees was involved in a car accident, and sadly, the biker that they had an accident with passed away, and we're really really sorry about that. And then this morning, I woke up to hear that my mechanic had an accident with my other car, and so I realized that sometimes bad things happen to good people.
Of course.
And you began your musical journey as a child, growing up in Harare, and and your mom taught you how to sing. How special is that to you?
That is super special to me. Like, my mom is an amazing woman. She raised us up as a single mom. So just her sacrifice and her dedication to us is incomparable. Avakasimba mama, avakatichengeta, and I'm just so grateful that she taught me and passed on her gift to me.
So can I tell you a secret?
Sure.
So firstly, before I tell you a whole secret, I want to tell you that I studied psychology, and I'm a life coach. And as life has it, I'm also an author. I'm just trying to drop my CV, girl.
Okay, do your thing.
And I'm excited to be on After 5 Radio. And as a man, one thing that I do is that I cry. I'm a crier, and I'm not ashamed.
Yeah.
And my secret is to say, when you cry, it's because it's a sign of passion. And so, just to let you know, you can pull that tissue, because I know your tears seem to be very close right now.
Stay close.
And just to let you know that it is okay, and we love you, and we have nothing but so much honor and respect for you, especially with what you've gone through. Just to let you know how I got to know about you. I got to know about you through Emilia Mabika.
Yeah, that's my sister.
That's your sister, and your sister is the one who says, you know what, I got my sister who has gone through the most in life, and she has used music to go through her life journey. And what is that? How do you use music, Yvonne, to go past life situations?
Well, ever since I was 12, when my elder brother Eddie taught me how to play the guitar, I've been writing songs to document my life and to help me in my emotional and spiritual and physical journey. Actually, music has been my solace. It's my go-to. It's my hope. It's my inspiration. It's my motivation. It's my expression. And it's my passion. So whatever I go through or whatever I experience, be it joy, pain, sadness, happiness, whatever emotion, when I'm most excited, I usually just go to my guitar and read a couple of verses in the Bible and come up with a song. And, that's how I've documented my life journey.
But
And that's how music has played a role in my life.
You have a super exciting CV. I mean, in 1999 is when you relocated to Dallas, Texas, and you
Yes.
met the music producer CJ, and you recorded your debut album, which is Zemoyo. Is that correct? Is that the same song
Zemoyo.
with Sunny Makalima?
That's the one that was on the compilation CD that Sunny Makalima did at that time.
Oh, is that so? Now Sunny is now based in Australia. Did you know that?
Yes, I did.
He's further away from you, isn't it?
Yeah, but with technology, you can always be in touch.
Well, let's listen to this next song and then we can talk about it after.
Okay. Na 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 na. This is for you, my creator. I'm singing for you. I'm flowing from my heart, flowing to you. My life is yours, my spirit, my soul, my voice, my every soul is yours. I'm flowing from my heart, flowing to you. I want everybody who hears me to hear your voice. I want everybody who sees me to feel your light. I want everybody who knows me to know the touch of your hand because of me. I want everybody who hears me to hear your voice. I want everybody who sees me to feel your light. I want everybody who knows me to know the touch of your hand because of me. Ooh, ooh, Yeshua, Yeshua, I'm flowing to you. I'm flowing to you.
Wow. So Yvonne, on Reckless Verses, what we like to do is to celebrate everybody who's doing the amazing things out there. And tell us, what is this song called?
This song is called Flow to You.
And what inspired this song?
Well, I just thought to myself, what is my life purpose? What do I want to do for the Lord? Because as you might have gathered, I'm a Christian, and I wanted to find a way to express my devotion to my Creator and also to express how I would serve Him. And that's why I say, I just want everybody who hears me to hear your voice, God. I want everyone who sees me to feel your light. So it's kind of like a purpose song. Yeah.
That is super amazing. I am very big on purpose, and whenever I get a chance, I always talk about how my son passed away at 110 days, and in his passing is when I realized that he was done with his purpose in just 110 days. And every single time I get an opportunity to share this story, I share Jeremiah chapter 1, verse 5 that says, "Before I formed you in your mother's womb, I knew you. I consecrated you, I set you apart, and I appointed you as a prophet to the nations." And so I'm one who loves purpose, and I call myself a marketplace minister, anointed to activate potential. I'm a goal-driven self-starter who finishes distinctively strong. Coach Taff, the radio coach, nothing but the very best. Africa's coaching genius. That's who I am. And so,
Go, Coach Taff.
I always like to say that to people, to encourage them to also speak to themselves and to speak to their purpose. So, Yvonne, how do you speak to your purpose?
Well, I just have some scriptures that I also go by. You know, scriptures like I'm the head and not the tail. God has given, Jeremiah 29:11, that He's given me a purpose, and He's got plans for my future, to give me a future and a hope. I'm chosen. I just speak affirming words to myself.
Right.
And I call to existence those things that are not. I dream, I believe, I have faith, and I trust God. And with every step that I take, I just commit it to the Lord. And I just ask Him to guide my steps so that I can walk into my destiny.
And so you then relocated from Dallas to Canada, where you connected with the music producer Nyasha Makambira. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Is he based in Canada as well?
Yes, he is in Toronto.
Oh my gosh. Please, can you do a big favor for us?
Yes.
I would like, you know what? I want After 5 Radio to own Canada. You know what I mean? I want people to tune in. Anybody who's somebody in Canada ought to tune in to After 5 Radio. And once again, I was telling you, there's Nyasha today. We're saying big up to Uncle Fresh. Those two are in a pie business, and they're using Zimbabwean recipes, by the way. And so, if you could kindly, I am asking this, if you could just connect us, because let me tell you this, maybe I didn't say, we are Zimbabwean diaspora music playing station. What that means is that 80% of our music, of our content, is only dedicated to you guys who are in the diaspora. So please, hook up a brother with Nyasha.
I will.
Praise the Lord. So tell us about that, and that led you to your groovy tune called Zuarakanaka.
Yes. So Nyasha is a very talented musician. I knew him in Dallas. So whenever he moved to Toronto and then I moved to Canada, Alberta, we reconnected, and I asked him if he could help me with this project called Holding Hands. And so he produced all the songs on that project. And the specific song that I love and that a lot of my friends love is Zuarakanaka, which is just a song that talks about how the journey of walking with God throughout the day. Like when you wake up in the morning, you sing His praise. As you go through the day, you walk with Him. And as the night comes to a close, you're still with Him and He's still in your heart. So it's a special song.
So tell me something, and maybe not now. Let me play this song, and after it's played, you can tell us about what this song is called. I may interrupt you so that you can tell me what the title is. All right, do you hear that one?
Yeah.
So what's the title for this one?
What Did You Do?
All right, After 5 listeners, I'm hanging out with Yvonne Wimbainashe Uzande, and this is a song that she did a couple of years ago. And on me announcing it, Yvonne, I want you to shout out the title of your song. Ladies and gentlemen, this song is called
What did you do?
What did you do?
What did you do with the time that I gave you? What did you do with the life that I gave you? Did you discover the purpose I made you? Did you discover the dream that I gave you? How did you face the challenges before you? How did you overcome the obstacles ahead of you? Did you do all the things that I told you? Did you live in the way that I showed you? What did you do with the time that I gave you? What did you do with the life that I gave you? Did you discover the purpose I made you? Did you discover the dream that I gave you? How did you face the challenges before you? How did you overcome the obstacles ahead of you? Did you do all the things that I told you? Did you live in the way that I showed you? The days are evil, this world is evil. People can be evil, don't be used by lingua yako, urikumatei, nemaloko ako, uchayendepi, kana wafa, uchazuti, unawari, acha kuvunza, naiwana, wakaitei, lengua, yandakakuba. I'm here to warn you, time is running against you. Reading the days God gave you, reading the life God gave you. Remember that life is fragile. We are only here for a little while. One day we'll say our goodbye. One day we'll say our goodbye. I am here to warn you, time is running against you. Reading the days God gave you, reading the life God gave you. Remember that life is fragile. We are only here for a little while. One day we'll say our goodbye. One day we'll say our goodbye. Remember that life is fragile. We are only here for a little while. One day we'll say our goodbye. One day we'll say our goodbye. Yako, urikumatei, nemaloko ako, uchayendepi, kana wafa, uchazuti, unawari, acha kuvunza, naiwana, wakaitei, lengua, yandakakuba.
My word, what an amazing song. And you know what, Yvonne, what a challenge. You know, I've always said that about myself, Kuti. Inini pandinozosvikawo kudenga, I don't want to be asked those difficult questions. What inspired this song, Yvonne? Yvonne, sorry, your microphone, we couldn't hear you, but now you're loud and clear.
Okay. So what happened is I saw how a lot of people that were close to me were passing away, and I was always left with that question that if it were me, like would I be ready? Like what have I done with my life, and have I lived my life with purpose, and have I accomplished what God wanted me to accomplish? And the way I wrote it was as if God was speaking directly to us and asking us, what did you do with the time that I gave you? So it's a very direct sort of song. It's a direct from God to us, asking us that question.
It is an amazing question, and you know what? Here's been my response. When my son passed away, what I said was that I remember at the funeral, as I was giving my speech as the father, I said, when I get to heaven, I want to ask God why He would do the things that He did, and I don't want to talk too much about my story, but when I understood the issue of purpose, I changed my story. I am still going to make it to heaven. And I really want to. I'm going to do my very best to do that. But this time, I can't wait, to get to heaven, to meet all those who've gone before me, to tell them about exactly this song, about the mighty exploits that I did, about, starting After Five Radio with my partner, Anderson, and having on our platform amazing and talented people like you, Yvonne. And what is it like for you? What are you now saying to yourself after going through all this pain? Because you know what, I love this song because you bring it from a place of pain, a place of mourning. But surely there is a decision that you have made, like I did in my difficult time. So what have you said about yourself having wrote this song?
Well, one thing I wanted to mention, one struggle that I went through that has also affected the way I look at my purpose is I went through some mental health challenges. And through it all, I learned to depend and trust on the Lord, just like my name says, Vimbainashi, trust in the Lord. And I learned that life is fragile, that in a split second, anything can happen. I learned that the important thing about life is to live on purpose, to live with direction, and to accomplish the goals that I have set for myself. And those are the three things that I think I've learned and that I've taught myself over the years because of the challenges that I went through.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about that, about mental health. If we're at liberty, if you can talk about it, we are okay with it. But if you're at liberty to share, would like to help other people, because in Zimbabwe, mental health is not considered as something that is a challenge. Tinobva takasika kuti aiwa akaroiwa madhimoni and all of that. And I think, as a student of psychology myself, we need to talk about issues to do with mental health. And your sister was telling me that you used music to go through your mental situation.
Yes. So at the times when I didn't feel emotionally stable or spiritually aware of myself, the one thing I always had was my guitar. And I remember because I actually was hospitalized several times. And I remember in the hospitals, I would always find the guitar on the unit. And I would play the guitar and play my music for other patients. And we would all sing along. And, it was a therapeutic environment for us. And music was our therapy. So that's how I got through a lot of the low times when I was feeling like very depressed and sad and lonely in hospital. I would just grab my guitar and start playing, and that would help make it better.
Wow, that's a powerful story. And before we play the next song, and I know you've got a lot of stories that you can talk about, I want us to get to a place where what should we do in Zimbabwe to help people who are going through mental health matters?
Well, I think the first thing is to raise awareness of mental health issues and to remove the stigma that's attached to it. To help people know that they're not alone as they're going through and that it is an illness, just like diabetes or cancer, or, it's something that affects your mind and your spirit and your body. And you just need that extra support and encouragement from those around you, because that goes a long way to help.
Wow, super amazing. And I'm getting a lot of messages for you here, and the applause for you for sharing the advice that you're giving. And like I said, another message is just coming from Yasha, and she's just loving you right now. And she says she's close to you. She's indeed in Toronto. If you need a Zimbo to talk to, maybe you guys need to connect. But before we get you guys all mushy and hugging each other, let's play another song.
Okay.
Hey, I gotta stop this one. Okay. Yvonne, what was going on with this song?
I just wanted a groovy song, like a little Roomba vibe.
So what is this song called?
Zwarakanaka.
Oh yes, so ladies and gentlemen, Zwarakanaka, we're gonna take it right from the top so that you guys can all enjoy it. This is Yvonne. She's based in Canada. She's not in Toronto, She's indeed in Canada. This is Zuara Kanaka. Sibuka, sibuka, sibuka iwe. Tamba, 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 tamba. Yangu ya kufare. Tiripopa after 5 radio.
Andino muka, dino na mata. Andino keza, dino moimbira. Andino pamba, dino murumita. Isuara kanaka, pandiri. Andino muka, dino na mata. Andino keza, dino moimbira. Andino pamba, dino murumita. Isuara kanaka, pandiri. Isuara kanaka, pandiri. Nekuti mino pamba na mari. Ko indala kusua kutai. Amuziri mari anewe. Amuziri mari anewe. Isuara kanaka, pandiri. Nekuti mino pamba na mari. Ko indala kusua kutai. Amuziri mari anewe. Amuziri mari anewe. Suara baba, diciri kifara, bangwe vaneta, dicine simba, mari aneni, sakanda kaneza, isuara kanaka, pandiri. Suara baba, diciri kifara, bangwe vaneta, dicine simba, mari aneni, sakanda kaneza, isuara kanaka, pandiri. Isuara kanaka, pandiri. Nekuti mino pamba na mari. Ko indala kusua kutai. Amuziri mari anewe. Amuziri mari anewe. Isuara kanaka, pandiri. Nekuti mino pamba na mari. Ko indala kusua kutai. Amuziri mari anewe. Amuziri mari anewe.
Burune Britzo, Burune Britzo. This is kind of like a wedding song, eh?
Yeah.
Wachata, wachata, wachata. So, ladies and gentlemen, I have got Yvonne with me today, and this is a song called Zuara Kanaka. And even if you're going through a difficult time, sometimes it's just important for you to just get up and boogie to something amazing.
Isuara kanaka, pandiri. Nekuti ndinofamba na mwari. Ko indala kusua kudai. Hauzivi here mwari anewe. Hauzivi here mwari anewe.
Yes, oh yes. God is calling you right about now. Now it's time.
This is no way your song, Yvonne. Yvonne, is this your song
Yeah.
too? Man, I'm coming from a place where I'm all teary with you, and suddenly we are getting all this high beat, high tempo kind of music. Let's wheel out to that song, and we want to start that song again.
Yes, oh yes. God is calling you right about now. Now it's time. Seek him while you can still find him. When it goes again, let's step on it. Let's step on that. Get on your tendency right now. Young she that. Righteousness is the only way.
Come back to the Lord. Come
people are not listening to what the words are. They'll say, "Wow, listen to that tune."
Big tune.
A big tune, sister.
Big tune.
Cause he's calling you now, so come back to the Lord, come back to the Lord, come back right now, back to the Lord, come back. Cause he's calling you. Come back to the Lord, come back to the Lord now. Step into the light, step into the light now. It's not good for you to change now. Do it for JC. Now we gotta pray. What I've done, India, Thailand, Iran, even Europe and America and Canada. I just got a call from Jamaica. None of us are well. I'm sorry to my sister and my brother. If I ever did you gotta, I know we still love each other. Every night I say a prayer. Kuna wani, one for Baba, one for my, one for Christ, into where do we share? LEB and JC, when they play hate me and interrogate me. He's there. Faith is when you believe what I see. He's there. When I wake up every morning with the feeling. He's there. Excuses are old, we lose my soul. We ain't losing any more time, silver and gold. Come back to the Lord, come back to the Lord, come back right now. Come on back.
Auntie, it's okay, way. Hey, Yvonne, I must say I really like this song, and you know what? Let me make this our background track as we discuss a little bit. The last two songs, Yvonne. Hey, girlfriend, I thought I knew you. What happened there?
Always room for surprise.
I am shocked. I am off my chair. I mean, seriously, I was all being emotional about you. And girl, you take me to the Holy Ghost club, man. If there's anything like that, I mustn't blaspheme.
That's amazing. That's awesome.
So tell me, when you wrote these last two songs that we've just played, they are up tempo, Zuarangu, and this one is this Come Back to the Lord? What's this title?
Come Back.
Come Back. Wow. Powerful. I must introduce you to there's some guys in Zim who are DJs and all they do is play gospel music. This is amazing. Well done.
Thank you.
So tell me, Yvonne, what inspired, and I haven't even finished your whole selection, but what inspired these two last songs? Because I love.
So I just wanted to experiment a little bit because most of my songs were acoustic and are acoustic based. So I wanted Nyasha to come up with something groovy, something danceable, something joyful, because I can be that as well. Like I can be a really fun dancing type chick. So I wanted something that reflected that aspect of my character and still have a message attached to the song.
What I love the most about that, and I've just sent you a message to your WhatsApp because once again, girl, I am in awe. I mean, like, oh my gosh, this woman is amazing. The thing is that I want you to talk to us about how you are at one stage, you are floating and you are uncertain and you are unsettled. You're going through this mental health, and boom, hello, Yvonne. Yvonne is boogieing. Tell us about that journey. And do you recommend it? Do you recommend that you get into this dance kind of mood Asha, I'm excited.
Well, life is full of seasons, I believe. And there's a season for mourning, there's a season for going through difficult situations. Then there's a season of joy and triumph when you overcome. Like I managed to overcome my mental health challenges and come out on the other side. Obviously, it's with medication and a lot of supervision from my psychiatrist and visits to the doctor and things like that. But I believe that God healed me and that He brought me out on the other side. And I just had to have that joy. I just had to express that. So through the journey that I've been through, coming from a place of like hardship and mental strain and difficulty, coming up and rising up and triumphing into a place of mental stability and a place where I could rediscover my dreams again. And, that music has evolved depending on what kind of situation that I've been going through.
Well, I'm in awe. I am in absolute awe. And once again, if any of your friends want to tune into our radio station, they can go to www.after5radio.net. But you know what? If they want to call in and talk to you, they can use the same link I sent to you, and they can join us on the conversation. But as we do that, I'm going to play. But I must say, I wish I couldn't go. I wish I'd played these last two songs last, because now we're probably going back to your acoustic guitar. And I'm thinking, girl, this is amazing. Let me play one more. Which one am I playing this time? I hope I haven't played this one already. Here we go.
I hear the words you say. I memorize your ways. Yeah. Your voice is in my heart. I'm reaching my heart. Into your holy hands, so hand in hand we walk. I'm holding hands with you, I'm holding hands with you. Look, we've come this far. Yeah, I'm stronger by the day, getting stronger, 'cause you've been.
After 5 Radio, and I am with Yvonne. And Yvonne, I have a surprise for you. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. And you are live on After 5 Radio, and I have your sister on the line. Hey, Emilia.
Ah.
Can you hear that? Let me pull down the volumes and so that the two of you can hear each other. And so indeed, Emilia, you introduced me to your sister, and for the past 45 minutes, we have been chatting, and she's been telling us her story. What would you like to say to to your amazing sister in Canada, Emilia?
Oh wow, my sister is the artistic one, very intelligent, and I love you so much, my sister. And I'm so proud about what you're doing. You have a story to tell, and I know that you're very courageous to tell that story. And I know that you will inspire a whole lot of people. And may the Lord continue to prosper you and to do great and mighty things for you. And I just want to thank you, Coach Tab, for this amazing opportunity. What a surprise. Wow. Thank you so much. And, Evie, please give mommy a kiss from me. Thank you.
I will. Thanks, Lily.
Well, I have to end this family thing, but Emilia, thank you. I know you're a busy woman, but thank you for introducing me to your sister. She is indeed live on After 5 Radio, and have a fabulous day, Emilia.
Awesome. Thank you, Coach Tab. Bye-bye.
Bye. So there we
Bye.
go.
That was so cool. Thanks, Coach Tab.
Was that cool?
That was cool.
So that's what we do on After 5 Radio. We just love to surprise people, and at moments when they're least expecting, is that we introduce something special to them, and you have been super awesome to us. And so when we went to listen to your music, you were going to go ahead with your story. So tell us a little bit more. What's next? What's next? Your sister, again, talks about how you have gone through this. And I must say, I can't ignore her saying, please, can you give a kiss to mommy? Are you staying with your mom in Canada?
Yes, my mom relocated to Canada about 3 years ago.
Wow, that is amazing. My mom once stayed in Canada too. I want to come and live in Canada. Maybe I must be broadcasting from Canada, guys. Yeah, so it's super amazing. So tell us about what's next. What's next with Yvonne?
So we've talked about the challenges and the mental health issues. Now we're talking about the triumph and coming out on the other side, finding that passion to dream again. I'm working on a project called Dream Again, and I'm working on a song currently with Sunny. So hopefully that will be out before the end of the year. And I'm also working with a Canadian producer called Brant Felix, and we're doing some acoustic songs for the Dream Again project. There's also going to be a bit of hip hop. I'm doing some hip hop stuff as well. And it's exciting. Just dreaming again.
I must say, your voice changes. I mean, when we look at your past, your voice mellows down and is so serene and is really emotional. And then you pop out and you're like, it's time to dream again, guys. Time to do the most. I must say, you are super amazing. And so what inspired this concept about dreaming again?
Well, sometimes when you go through stuff, you feel like stripped of your ability to dream. All you can do is focus on your circumstance, and it pulls you down. But when you come to a place of surrender to the Lord, usually you have to surrender yourself and say, you know what, God, I know my circumstances like this, but I'm rising up above it. I'm choosing to overcome it.
Yeah.
Then you come out on the other side, and you find yourself able to dream again. So that's kind of like where I am and where I wanted to inspire people to be, to not give up on their dreams, to pick up those lost dreams and to start dreaming again.
Wow, that is amazing. And you know what? I want to share the same love that Emilia sent to you and to appreciate you. And you and I can go on the rest of the day talking, but just to say thank you for joining us on After 5 Radio. For the rest of the program, I'm going to play the other songs that I've got. I think I've got 6 more of your songs. So up to 6 o'clock Zimbabwean time, I'll just be playing your music. I also have another guest who's coming up soon. Do you have any last words, Yvonne? But before you tell us last words, give us your social media handles. How can people get hold of your music? Are you writing a book? That's a lot of questions, isn't it?
So I am writing a poetic autobiographical compilation. So I'm working on that. And then if people want to contact me, they can find me on Facebook under Vinbai Nashe. That's probably the best way. They can find some of my music on iTunes. But like, if you want to contact me directly, just shoot me a message on Facebook under Vinbai Nashe or Instagram under Vinbai Uzi.
Wonderful, wonderful. And your music, where can they get their music?
So my older tracks, I pretty much don't have them on any musical platform. So if you contact me, I can just shoot you some MP3 files. But like my newer music will be on YouTube or iTunes
All right. So
or Spotify.
what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give your contact details to Anderson, and I'm gonna ask you if you can send, if you haven't done already, to music at After Five Radio. But anyway, Andy is gonna get a hold of you because we are also, as After Five Radio, our mission is to promote artists like you. And so when we hear this quality of music, this amazing content with such diversity, and you're not commercializing it, it makes us want to strangle you, girls, strangle you.
I know.
And so Andy is going to come in, and if you allow us to do that, he can help you with how you can promote your music. We've got an amazing opportunity for you right there.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
So, your last words. What would you like to say to Zimbabweans in the diaspora and those back home?
I just want to say I love you all. I want you to keep on dreaming. I want you to keep on shining, keep on living on purpose and doing what God called you to do.
Well, Yvonne, thank you so much. God bless you. And thank you so much for joining us on After Five. I look forward to hearing from you soon.
Thank you so much, Coach Taz.
And before you go, promise me that lunch with Sunny is going to happen right here on After Five.
Yeah, for sure.
Praise the Lord. All right, goodbye. God bless.
God bless. Bye.